After 10 p.m. podcast, episode 2. We're talking about how are you? Let's get into it. How are you? It's the question we ask the most, but mean the least. There's a multitude of reasons why. What could happen if we started meaning how are you? How can we cultivate and make these relationships stronger around us if we mean how are you? That's what we're going to talk about in today's episode. New year. Everybody always hears new year, new me, and all that silly stuff. And it's always about, I'm going to do 75-day hard. I'm going to join a 5 a.m. club. I'm going to start doing a run club. I'm going to do a lifting class. I'm going to focus on my own eating habits. And everything's about ourselves. And while that's good, you do need to take care of yourself, and that's awesome. But the people around us matter most. And the people around us are what truly make us the happiest. And I talk with so many people, and people are always like, well, I'm more of an introvert. Well, everybody's an introvert until you find that right group of friends. It's a blast to go out and have fun with your friends. How can we make these friends? How can we get closer relationships? I think it's by meaning these 3 words, how are you? No one really answers it. Nobody wants to really answer, how are you? We don't answer, how are you? We see people all the time walk past each other, hey, how are you? Good, good. People just keep moving. It's a burden sometimes if you really want to tell somebody how you're doing. It's awkward. It takes too much time. But if we're not okay, well, that sits with us at night. And some people answer, how are you, a little bit more honestly. If they're not doing great, they say, I'm tired. That's fine. But the part that we miss is we don't ask why. And sometimes people might say, I'm tired. Another person just says, good. I'm a firm believer. I could tell somebody that I was having the worst day ever, and they would walk past me and say, good, and keep moving. And that's fine. Sometimes people don't want to listen. Sometimes we don't want to listen. For our group of friends, I think it's important that we mean these 3 words, how are you? We could really get to know somebody. And what if we did mean it? What does that look like? What if we did stop moving our feet? What if we looked somebody in the eyes and let them know, hey, I care about you. I'm here. How are you doing? Seriously, you seemed upset on Tuesday. What's up? You seemed really excited on Wednesday. Seems like everything's going well. Can we talk about it? Let's talk about it. And I don't know you and your friends. You know you and your friends. You know the dialogue that you two have. And no matter what level friendship you're on, it always matters because we all want to be seen and heard and understood. Well, giving somebody the stage to talk about themselves, to talk about how they're really feeling, that's how you show somebody, hey, I really care. And how are you has lost its meaning. It doesn't mean much. How are you is honestly bullshit. What if we asked twice? What if we asked 3 times? People are now really going to understand. This person cares about me. They see me for who I am. They recognize that something's wrong. I can talk about it. And talking about it feels good. It feels nice to get it out. It's better than to sit after 10 p.m. and think about it. Maybe you need a friend to call after 10 p.m. This is what this whole podcast is about. We should be picking up after 10 p.m. And you guys understand that it's a metaphor. It's doing the things that we don't really want to do sometimes. It's not always easy being there for all your friends. But those are the things that really matter. And we've all been there. On that same note is we've all had a bad day. We've also had a good day. We've had a good day with nobody to celebrate it, and that doesn't feel great. And we've all had a bad day, and those don't feel great. And if we want to minimize the bad days, we should celebrate the good days too. It's nice to do that with friends. Everybody wants somebody to care. Asking how are you gives an opportunity for that person to talk about their life. It gives an opportunity for you to connect over something that maybe you didn't think you could ever connect over, or with somebody that you didn't think you could connect with. It's nice to feel that care from somebody, that genuine care if they see me. And sometimes how are you looks differently, as we talked about. Sometimes how are you doesn't even need to be said. It could just be sitting down beside somebody and letting them know I see you. And giving them that opportunity, that platform to really talk and discuss it. The last thing that I want to discuss with you guys is how are you? I challenge you guys to tell somebody how you are doing. To have that open dialogue with somebody. Because it's tough. We all go through these different phases of life. Everybody's trying to make something for themselves. It's not easy sometimes. But if we were given that opportunity, if somebody did ask us, how are you? Would you take it? Would you tell them how you're really doing? Because it's freeing once you say it once. I appreciate you guys. Let's start taking how are you seriously.